Amigos, hola. As you can see, the menu today is gobi aloo, which means my son Gaurav is going to be happy. Probably finishes lunch as well. I can smell Arabi cooking from my kitchen window, probably from the apartment below us. It smells good. I can't remember the last time I had Arabi. Taro root for those, I think it's called taro root for those outside India. But my kids will not touch Arabi. So I would have to make two vegetables. It's too much of a hassle. Okay, guys, let's get back to you. What's on your mind? What's on your mind today? Remember, your mind, the bad guy. You have to be mindful of your mind. You can even detach yourself and step back and watch the bad guy and the good guy slug it out. The universe has given you that power of free will. It's your choice whom you support. But be prepared for the consequences. So therefore, to better understand this power play, I need to give you the second crown jewel that I promised you. So please write this also on your bedroom wall. Remember the first one? The first gem was the mind is your enemy. Your own mind is your enemy. And the second one, please grab your paintbrush or crayon or pencil or whatever and write this also on your wall. You reap what you sow. Along with these accepted laws of physics, chemistry, and mathematics which exist, there is this law of moral science of justice. Consistent, infallible, and every bit as scientific and mathematically precise. This law governs all our lives. It's really as simple as that. Every thought, decision, and action of yours that you're going to take or have taken is going to have corresponding consequences. Now, this is true across the board. Now, with these two gems, you can actually turn your life around. Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to say, this captain is dishing out the same old crap. Be good, do good, blah, blah, blah. We've been hearing this stuff since childhood. Okay, so the mind angle of this guy is something new, but I'm not buying it. Fair enough. But guys, let me remind you, I was more selfish and more skeptical than you are right now. Not at all a goody-goody kind of guy. I couldn't care less for the general humanity. No, sir. My life was all about me. I was only prepared to invest my time and energy to benefit myself. And that too, if it made logical sense to me. And screw everyone else. So there was only one way to verify this principle. Apply these principles to my past life. And if that checks out, then apply them in my present life and see if they pan out. And so that's precisely what I did, guys. So I went back 20, 30 years back into my life. I'm talking about 15 years ago, I went back a further 20, 30 years. When I got my first job, as a trainee cadet on a merchant ship. And the promotions that I got at different levels over the next 10 odd years. Some circumstances were beyond my control, but other situations allowed me to take my own decision. I recalled as best as I could, going back in time, you can't recall everything. I tried to remember the thoughts and emotions in my head that prompted me to take any particular decision. And of course the consequences that followed, that resulted, which mostly, by the way, were painful. I literally went over every major decision that I had ever taken in my life. In all my areas of life, be it my health, my relationships with my friends, family, strangers, my financial decisions, investments. And I wrote down the consequences that resulted from my actions. And the verdict, guys, total clarity, boss. Every painful ordeal or disaster that I underwent was a direct result of blindly obeying my mind. It's right here in your head. And the once in a blue moon happy and satisfactory outcome that came my way in my life was a rare time that I actually listened to my heart. So we're talking about two separate facts. First, is our mind really a separate creature out to screw us? And second, does the karmic principle actually work in the real world and on the ground with nuts and bolts, and not in some spiritual realm of emotional goodness? Two basic questions anyone would ask. Fair questions. Before putting money on the table, and ask these very same questions. So let's take the mind apart and examine it under a microscope and see what makes it tick. What's his game plan for us? But this is going to happen next time. Meanwhile, I'm going to leave you with some homework to do till we meet again, till we hook up again. Check out the mind angle in your lives. Go back into your past, 10, 20, 30 years, depending on your age, as far back as you can remember. Over the decision-making progress, the decision-making process, the actions you took, and the impact that resulted, positive or negative, on others, and finally the consequences that resulted in your own life. Be as honest as possible, and let's see what this little exercise throws up. So do the homework, guys, and we'll catch up next time and check the results. So adios, till we meet up. Ciao. And hey, to get to know each other better, I'd like to hear from you. So please do leave me your comments, likes, hopefully, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also reach me through my Facebook link that will be mentioned in the description below each video, as well as in the About section of the YouTube channel. Adios.